Now we will learn how to create a revolve. The first thing that you have to do is to create a 2D sketch. So we'll go here in sketch. Let's just leave it as on plane, on the XY plane. And then we're going to create a random geometry of a figure. Revolve works exactly the same as extrude. The only difference is that instead of giving a value of the length that you want to extrude, you're going to give an angle that you want to rotate. Do not worry if your figure doesn't look like this one. I'm just going to leave the dimensions that it has and the constraints that it have. I'm not going to change anything of that. Then finish a sketch and then go here to revolve. Here you can click this little arrow where extrude and revolve is in case extrude is selected. The first thing that you have to do is to select a curve, which is this one. Then we will need to specify a vector, the vector where we want this figure to be revolved. In this case, we're going to use the y-axis. You can rotate on the x or z-axis also. We're going to select just the y-axis. Now we will need to specify a point. A point mean is the origin point of the revolve that you will be doing. In this case, we're going just to use the origin point. Now, as you can see here, the revolve of the figure will look something like this. Here on limit, you can specify the degrees that you want the revolve to be. For example, we can only specify half of the revolve, 180, and click apply. So you only have the half of this. If you want to modify the revolve, all you have to do is double click revolve on the part navigator, and then you can change the values. Now we're going to rotate in another axis the figure that we just created. You open here, and then as you can see here, it gives you the different axes that you can rotate. We're going to rotate this one on the x-axis. Now, as you can see, the figure that we got is completely different as the one that we just got previously. Another thing is that you also can specify the point where you want to rotate it. Let's say that we want to rotate this point, this figure over this point. Just click OK. Now, as you can see, there is a hole created over here. Why? Because we changed the point where we want to rotate our figure. Just be really careful on the vector and the point where you want to rotate it. Just click OK.
Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe.